Hello,
What the
YouTube,
fuck is that?
loyal fans. I want to say it's Julia's turn. Does that sound right?
It is my turn. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Okay.
Great. Perfect. Are we? Hello, audience. This book is. I don't know. I'm just gonna talk about what I don't fucking like. I guess that'll make it easier. I
Okay.
don't like Rin. I don't like her as a person. I don't like her arc. I don't like. I remember. I remember when I had saw a recommendation for this book. The girl was like, "This is like the best FMC. This is like very much about found families and finding yourself and like all kinds of shit." And I was like, "Oh hell yeah! I love a strong female main character. You guys know that. You know I'm a bad like I love bad bitches. Like I really do. I'm all for a bad bitch. Rin is not a bad bitch. Rin is a fucking girl that can't take accountability for shit and wants to be the victim in every fucking situation. Rin's not a good person. She's not strong. She's not kind. She doesn't build any relationships with anybody else other than her fucking self. She's mean as fuck. She's weird as fuck. And not only that, her entire personality, like her entire thing is like she needs to be led by someone. She cannot lead herself. And then she wants to sit here and be mad that they took her from Commander. Like she literally said, "Oh, I don't know his name, Visalia to be my leader. Like I knew I needed that because I couldn't do it." But like she wants to be mad the entire fucking book how like nobody wants to listen to her. And then she wants to enter in these conversations and just fuck shit up and just like talk out of her fucking ass. Like I just can't enjoy this book because I hate Rin so much. I think she's such a shitty fucking person. Oh, it's opium. It's in my blood. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. And I keep waiting. I keep waiting for the fucking character development. Okay. Like I keep giving her the benefit of the doubt. Like I'm just like, okay, well, she's off the drugs now. Let's see. No, she's still a fucking bitch. She doesn't care to make relationships with anybody. Like Katai, sure, but she still has like shit to say. Like I don't get it. Like I don't get how we can like be like, oh yeah, like this is a great book. Rin is great. Like she's such like this is like the arc of her. Oh my god, it's fucking hot in my car. Like the arc of her. I hate it. Like she is like like insufferable. Is it un or in? Anyways, she is insufferable to me. Like completely. Like I don't understand. Like and I'm waiting and I'm waiting. I'm like, where the fuck is the rest of it going? Like where is it? Like where is it going? Like she's literally ruined every fucking opportunity for everybody else, and then she wants to cry and be like, "Oh my god," like she's a fucking victim. Like, anyways, like the whole thing with like Chagan too, and how she was being a fucking bitch about Atlin when like she just like she cannot see outside of herself, and that's her fucking issue. She can't see past the end of her own fucking nose at all, ever. Sober, drugs, morphine, meth, it doesn't matter. That bitch cannot fucking see anything past outside of her mind. And it's just so fucking frustrating because I'm waiting for the book to progress. I'm waiting for her.
Dang.
Hold on.
Take your time. Take your time. That happened to me too.
Like I'm ready. I'm waiting for her to develop a relationship with somebody. I'm waiting for her to grow. I'm waiting for her to open her eyes. I'm waiting for her to be like a productive member of not even like society, but just like the people that she's around. And it's yet to fucking happen. Like how callous was she when the Water Duke died? She's just like, "Oh, he just took orders from me." Yeah, bitch, because these people stood fucking behind you and you still didn't give a shit. You didn't even give them the fucking time of day to actually get to know them or grow or build a relationship with anybody. Anybody. So why would anybody fucking stand behind you? Like I just anyways, so all that to say, I'm okay with everything in this book but Rin. The war is okay. Actually, I don't fucking know. I just can't see. I can't see past Rin. I hate her as the main character. I just wish we had somebody else. To be completely honest with you, or we saw some more development in her. But it's just I'm so frustrated with her as a character that I'm just like okay, whatever. Like the rest of the book is just like the rest of the fucking book. Like there's some interesting parts. I don't know. I'm thinking of all the instances where I was like, man, fuck that bitch. When he was in there with the seal and she like shoved him and like what was she accusing him of? Being gay? Like you just wanted to see him. You wanted to see my fucking man in my dreams, bitch. How dare you? Fuck you. Like what the fuck? Bitch, like it's not you. And that's the thing, it's always all about Rin. I'm tired of Rin. Anyways, okay, I'm done. More things will come to me, but that's it.
Okay, that's intense. You want to go next, or shall I?
Sure, I'll go. I really think that this book is suffering from second book syndrome because it is uneventful, to say the least,
Yes,
because we've read like how many 12 hours, no, yeah, 12 hours worth of audiobook, and nothing much has happened. She joined the wiser, sorry, the new guy, and now she went after the empress, but that failed, and now they're kind of building the army and expanding their territory. That's it. That's all that's happened, right? That's it.
yes,
And I'm
that's it.
waiting for something to happen too, but nothing is happening as of yet. I mean, at least in the first book, like at the point we are at right now, so much happened. She kind of got to the university, she did her studies, and then the war started. We had so much going on. But this book, it has a very slow pickup, and I'm hoping it will get better with like the second 50% of it. But I don't know. I'm still waiting for something to happen. Like, are they even still going after the empress? Or are they just like expanding territory? That part is not even clear to me. So it's just a war for the sake of having a war, and I'm like confused a bit. But I'll still read it and see where it's going. Also, Nezha is back again from the dead for the second
Oh
time,
my
and I
god.
don't
It's
like that.
yeah.
I
What the
really
fuck?
don't like that. Like the first time he came back from the dead, he had a whole new personality change. Him and Rin both, even though she didn't die. And now the second time he's back, he has another personality change. Like, what is she doing? Why? The first time he's all chummy with Rin, and now he's all flirty with Rin. So I don't understand. Like, each time you come back from the dead, you just come with a new personality. Like, yeah, just kill him off and bring us a
Kill
new
him off.
character. This is the second time he's come back from the dead. Even telenovelas don't do that. Second time, honestly. Why? At least his brother is cool. I'll give them that. His brother is much cooler than him. He's like a completely different person, and I don't know. I don't know what to think. Um, what else? I don't know. I totally agree with what Julia said about Rin. She's just all over the place. I don't understand what her problem is. She really cannot see beyond herself. And at one point, I was thinking, oh, yeah, this girl does not want to be a leader. She wants to be led. And there was like a whole paragraph of the author trying to explain that too. I was like, yeah, okay, I agree with that. She is not leader material, but also she wants to be, even though she cannot do it. So, like, girl, make up your mind. Like, what do you want? She's
She
still
wants
like,
to be led, but she doesn't want to agree with anybody else's saying or go with anybody else's plans.
yeah, at the same time, she doesn't also
Like,
want to,
okay.
like, do something about it, though. Like, she wants decisions made for her, and she is incapable of, like, making a educated decision, too. So, I don't know. I know that the author of this book said that she wanted Rin to be unlikable, and she has achieved that to the
Oh,
max. Like, we hate her, we get it. Okay, but what are you gonna do now? We have a unlikable MNC and sorry, a FMC, and now so what? We have another book and a half more to go. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. But I'm thoroughly confused, and I don't like Rin either.
the thing is, she made her so fucking unlikable. There's no coming back. There is no way in
Yeah,
hell I could like Rin, even as an enemy, even if she turns out to be evil. She has made her so fucking unlikable. There is nothing at all that could redeem Rin for me. Not even a little bit.
yeah.
Nothing.
I mean, at least if
She
she
could
becomes,
sacrifice herself, and I'd be like, oh, thank God. At least you did something, bitch. At least you committed to something.
I think in the first book we were talking about how she might end up being the villain of it all, and this is like her villain arc, the anti-hero story or whatever. But still, it's just pretty lame for a villain too. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, also one more note. It's not as gross as the first book, as in it wasn't as gruesome, but there are a few patches here and there where it was like,
Yeah.
okay, you can
Like, why
stop
was
Yeah.
there
that?
right
Why
now.
was
Like,
that
you don't
there?
need to take it any further, but it wasn't as bad as the first one, for sure. I'm done.
Okay, I also want to add, I was Manila because I need to be jogged. Anyways, there is like literally nothing happening. I agree with Manel. Like, how are we at chapter fucking 18 and there's nothing happening? Like, obviously there's like little things happening, but we haven't progressed at all. Like, halfway through. Like Manel said, I don't even know what's happening. Like, I'm genuinely confused. Maybe I don't know how fucking war works. I don't know. But I'm just like, okay, so are they capturing territory? Are they like what's happening? Like they're fighting these skirmishes and they're winning. And then what happens? Like it's just kind of like, oh, we did this and this and this, and after a series of won wars, and I'm like, okay, well, what happened there? Like, are those your people now, or like what? Like, wait, I'm so confused. Like, what? I don't know. Like, I literally have no idea.
Oh,
And then
that
you know
reminds
what? You want to know? Sorry, she wants to
Sorry.
talk shit about Katai and be like, he's not the same person, and he, all that kind of all that shit. She wants to talk all this shit about everybody else and like fucking question them and their personalities. Girl, absolutely not. You're the last fucking person. I'm so mad that nobody's like threatened to kill her.
I had one more note. It was the inside the white people making a show and creationalism or
No,
whatever the
it's no.
religion
It would
that
be.
they're
I would
introducing.
have loved it if they called
The
it
missionaries?
creationism. They called it makerism.
Right, yeah. So which is
They had to.
exactly
They
like a
had to.
dupe
They
for
had to. They had to.
Christianity. That's
They
what
had to
they're trying
replace
to.
the word.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, huh. I don't know how I feel about this. She's clearly taking a dig at two different aspects, white people and
Yeah.
Christianity. I'm like, okay, let's see where you're trying to go with this. So, yeah, it was a bit weird.
Okay. Let's see. I do think this book is pretty freaking weird. To me, like Rin, she is bad, but like to me, she's more of like a symptom of a greater problem. So she doesn't like bug me as much as the greater problem, in my opinion. I think that like I think I guess like my biggest problem with this series so far is like I feel like I've been catfished. Like
Me too.
like
Mm.
this so far this is like not this is not a fantasy novel. I am not feeling any escapism. Um whatever cool lore was like there, like when was the last time we had anything like interesting in that regard? It's just a book about a war now. Her powers went away, which is like really really stupid, and like the reasoning behind it I think is really really stupid. And I think she's just continuing with this trend of putting in like it's like just too real, but like not in a good way. Do you know what I mean? Like I
Mhm.
dig me some like urban fantasy or something like that, but like not this. This is just this just. It's like not entertaining, and it feels like a war book with some like as time goes on like lighter and lighter fantasy like kind of falsely injected in, but it's like not even
Mhm.
feeling like the core of it anymore. And that's what I wanted. I feel like anybody picking up a book like that, that's like what you want, and it's just not happening, and it's really really frustrating. And so the reason why I say like Rin from like a intellectual point of view, to me she makes a lot of sense because to me this is what would really happen if a stupid girl became ultra powerful. Do you know what I'm saying? And like none of the books we've
Okay.
ever read are at all realistic like that, right? They're always like 18 years old and they never act like that. Like they always act like ultra mature, all knowing, hyper strategists, all these things, and we gobble it up. Like that's like the point of this genre. Rin is just acting like an idiot girl. And I don't know, she's like insecure, which makes sense given her upbringing. Like a girl like that would probably be insecure, and I wouldn't like that about her. She's not she's pretty stupid in the ways of the world, and she like
Mhm.
and therefore she like needs leadership, she needs to be led, like so it, like makes sense. It's just that's not what I want. You know, like I'll take Feyre over this, or I'll take who was the chick from the latest Sarah J Maas books that we like didn't really like. um I can't
Oh,
even remember.
Bryce.
Yeah, I would totally take a Bryce over this.
Right.
It's just that she's just She just seems like a dumb girl. But I do somewhat think that like if you just took a dumb girl or a dumb guy and you made them like the most powerful being on earth, they'd probably be pretty stupid like this. Like it wouldn't magically come with like all the other things that you guys are wanting and expecting and talking about, which is like reasonable because that's what like all the other books do. I think it would be something more along the lines of this, where she's just whiny, complaining. She doesn't make any sense. She's chaotic, mood swings. You know what I mean? Like it just like I was even thinking of it as like, how like all like the child stars end up getting into drugs. She's a drug addict. Like
Uh-huh.
it's just way too
Yeah.
real. It's way too like, and I just so like it bugs me as much as like everything. And then yeah, dude, the like the Hesperians thing, like I wonder if I was like like if we were like full blown Japanese and we knew like all of Japanese culture, if reading the first book would have felt like as like weird when we were seeing all of these terms and just going like, you might as well just say Japanese. Do you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
you're like obviously talking about this. You're obviously insulting us. Like you might as well
Yeah.
just say it. And so like, yeah, Hesperians, obviously white people. Gosh, just call them guns. What do they call them again? I wrote it down. Arquebuses? It's like
Water
the
got like,
stupidest thing. They're
yeah.
obviously guns. Just call them guns. Just call them Christians. They're not makerists or whatever. They're just Christians. Uh, it's just I don't even. Oh my gosh, they even came up with a different word for sin. It's chaos. It's like wild to me that it is like so one for one. And it's like insulting that they're like doing this. Like it's almost like she was probably using the real words throughout the entire thing, and then an editor at the end was saying like, "Oh, you're gonna piss off the Christians. Let's control all. Let's control F and like find and replace all the mentions of
Mhm.
sin to chaos." And oh gosh. So obviously there's like more pandering to come when it comes to that. We haven't even seen the beginnings of like the end of it, or the start of it, but that's gonna be stupid. And once again, it's just not what I want in my fantasy book at all. I'm not really getting what I want out of this. Yeah. Are we just not the target audience? Do we just decide? Do we just I don't know. Like I don't even know
I
who
don't
the audience would be for
know
this. like
because it's a
like
highly rated book.
I know. I know. I don't understand.
People love this book.
Like maybe if you're not a fan of fantasy and you're just and you just pick you maybe you've like never read any of the books we've read and you just pick this up, it would like feel better. But I don't know. Like I like this is like it's basically not a fantasy book. And so we're reading like a, to me, very mediocre alternate history of China. And I don't that's not that's not what I signed up for like at all. Um
That's really interesting because I was reading a review by an actual Chinese person. So she was saying that this book is like read by mostly Western people who have a very generic and limited understanding about like uh, Asian affairs, right? So
sure.
that's the target audience because they don't know too much, but they think they know enough, and this is palatable to them. But from her perspective, she found this to be absolute crap because she didn't like the way how she was taking real life events and like turning it to a fantasy novel. It was just creepy and weird to her, so she didn't like it. So I guess, like you were saying, for somebody from that culture, I guess it would be weird for them too.
Yeah,
Like
I
if
can.
they know,
I
like
can't. I
if
can't
they,
imagine it wouldn't be. We were just too ignorant to
yeah,
like see it, but now that they're doing it with the
exactly.
Hesperians, I'm like, oh my gosh, this has been happening throughout this entire series so far. It's just
Yeah.
like really weirdly offensive to do that. Like I'm sure if you're Chinese or Japanese, it's like just as bad. It's actually probably worse because we haven't even
Yeah.
gotten into like the real deep, whatever the hell the Hesperians are. I also just realized I remembered like the experiments on Rin. I don't
Yeah.
even weird, and I don't really care. You feeling like any emotion towards that? Like I just don't really care. I don't feel sorry for her. I'm not like interested in what she's like thinking.
No,
The
I
the
say do the experiments on her.
the fair, fair. Um yeah, so I don't know. I'm
Right.
I'm I'm curious enough to keep reading, but like I don't I'm not expecting to get much better.
And the
Yeah,
next
pers-
is longer than this.
Is it really?
Anyways,
Well, I
go
guess
ahead.
that's just
Sorry,
how
Mino.
these things go.
yeah, perspective on Rin being dumb and that's more realistic is kind of like shifted my perspective too.
I'm
Because
telling
like
you,
Yeah,
if
at
you if
least
you if you think that way and then you just read
yeah,
the
it did
book, it
help.
makes so much more
yeah.
It did
sense.
help.
Because
Because like
honestly, if you think
But I
of
don't want to read
every
that.
other
I don't want to read
FMC,
about a dumb girl. That's
right,
the
right,
thing.
right. But if you
Like
think
I'm
of
not
every
reading a
other
fucking
FMC,
fantasy book
they're not real people. None of the
on
girls we read about
social
are real
media.
people. But we like that. You know what I mean? But
but
like this
see,
is like an actual stupid high school girl, in my opinion.
but
That's
like
just
we were so spoiled, right? Like if you take Erin, which is a good
sure,
example, at the beginning
sure,
she was immature, selfish, stupid, and just overall dumb, right? So vain. But then by the seventh book, she was better, so much better. Like, okay, fine, she was only like what, 21, 23 at the time, but at least she grew from being down here, she came up here. Rin is still like, actually, she's going down from what she was. At least at the
Oh
beginning,
yeah,
yeah,
she's getting worse.
she had dedication, she had determination, she was smart, she knew what she wanted, she was doing something. Now she's like, I don't care anymore. Which I guess, okay, fine, she's depressed, she's angry, she went through a lot. I guess she's going through like her down episode, but
yeah.
like
And
her.
so it's funny though because like I'm telling you, you got to like rewire your brain because like be in the
Yeah.
real world right now, okay? And like so we don't have superpowers, but instead, what is our superpower? Like say like money. Say you had someone that
Yeah.
had nothing, and then you gave them $2 billion. Are they going to become a better person or a worse person if you check in on them 10 years from now? Like
Yeah, that
just
makes
be
sense.
just be. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just
Yeah.
she's just getting worse. she's snowballing, and to me, it's like totally logical. I'm like,
But that's
okay,
the thing.
yeah, I
Like,
can see this, but it's just very
and I
unentertaining. It sucks.
I get
Yeah.
what you're saying too, and I understand that. But I want some character development
Yeah,
from my main character.
of
Like
course.
I now that you mention it, okay, fine. Like I can forgive it. Oh my god, hold on, guys. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, like that's great, but I want her to change. Like we're how like we're set like 50% in a second book. I want her to at least develop a relationship with somebody. At least reflect on what she's doing wrong. You know what I mean? I want something, and we're not getting that, and that's frustrating too. Even if she's a young girl,
Yeah,
like the most we're getting from her in terms of like development. It's so Mexican, right? Is hold on, I'm changing lanes. Is
it's cool.
when she says, "Oh, I find like I work better when people give me praise." Or
Yeah,
I flourish. You know what I mean? And it's just like, okay, what?
when she like says
So
that just outright, I find it hilarious. But again, think about it. Real world, insecure girl. What does the insecure girl want?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is it that shocking? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's her
Yeah.
Instagram, and it's really sad.
To be fair,
But it's like, well, it's not what I
if
want. It's just stupid. It's just stupid.
if Rin was a real girl in a real world, I still wouldn't fucking like her. So
Right?
I stand by
Because
what I
that's what I'm
said.
saying. She's like an unlikable like. How old is she? Are they like high school age? I don't even
She's
know
like
actually
early 20s now.
because that much time gone by. Wow. Okay. Because she
Yeah.
Yeah,
was in her teens when
she's her
we
early
met her,
20s.
right? I think. I don't even
She was
remember
No,
16
actually.
I
when
think
we
she was
met
like,
her.
why are you
16.
fucking breaking? You idiot. No, I thought she was 18.
I don't
16
even
was
know.
the age when they got into that college.
Oh, I do
So,
Oh,
remember
okay,
that.
okay,
That
okay.
was
So
like the
like,
time for
yeah.
the conscription or whatever. Yeah, you're
yeah.
right. But I mean, I still think it's possible that maybe like 4 years have gone by. I don't remember. Maybe it's more like 3 years. Either way, she's
It's been
like
at least
young.
four.
She's young
Well, at
enough
least
to. She's young enough to be like dumb and annoying still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
But
all of her other friends are at that age
yes,
too, and none of
Yes.
them are fucking
Yes.
idiots.
No, I
yeah.
know. I know. And she's surrounded by people that are not so realistic. And to me that's like the biggest failure of it. It's like
Mm-hmm.
um I mean like I guess it's mostly just like the other like people that are like her age. Like the ones that are like older and more mature, like if they're acting mature that makes more sense, but there's like people that are like younger than her that are acting like more mature and again, it's just not really realistic. I don't know. Like I don't if that's what she's going for, it's not what I want, but yeah, it doesn't fit. I agree. I agree.
This book is no longer a fantasy novel. It's just more
No,
like a war
No,
story with a touch,
especially
no.
touch
like
of that.
this entire book so far has been like
Yeah,
what fantasy has happened? Really? I mean, I guess we had that Aquaman die, but we weren't even like seeing him do any cool Aquaman stuff. So like, it wasn't
yeah,
really. He might as well have just been a fish that died.
And like,
Um,
okay, fine. Besides Rin, there like the other characters are not giving much either. There's like no chemistry. There's like nothing else going on for anybody else either.
yeah,
yeah,
Like if I put aside my hate for Rin, Naja and his dad and everything, it's still nothing. It's still giving nothing. Like it's still not, you know what I mean? Like I said, I was expecting like found family and this and that, but none of that's happening. Not, and like I said, even besides Rin. So I'm confused. Why I fucking hate cars like this. That shit is pissing me the fuck off. You fucking idiot. Anyway, sorry guys. I hate Tesla drivers.
I
Anyway.
agree. You have such a powerful vehicle, yet you chose to be the slowest person on the lane. Why? Why even buy that car
Or
then?
you're just driving
Seriously.
like a fucking asshole. Do not cut me
That's
off.
true.
And this bitch in a fucking Nissan Sentra. That's such Sentra like activity right there. That fucking maneuver they just pulled. Anyways,
uh,
I've been in a bad mood all day. Um. So yeah, that's how I feel about the book. I'm just like great, and I'm like fucking great. I'm going on vacation next week and have to read this. No, absolutely not. I'm over it.
But I want to finish the series because like it's so highly rated on Goodreads, and everyone who reads like fantasy books would like place this in their top 10. I'm not
really,
seeing the hype.
I'm not
Yes,
seeing it
I'm
either.
telling you,
I don't
everybody
get it.
Yeah.
always talks about how like this is one of the best fantasy books they've ever read. How it's so good, it's amazing. Like it's their top 10 books, like top 5 books, like always about this. Like that's why I
Yeah.
was like so excited. I was like the Poppy War. Yeah, fuck the Poppy War.
To me, this feels like a TikTok book. In that sense, I see it, but not like a actual fantasy book recommendation. I don't
I
know.
I
I
don't
want
know.
to finish the series
For
though.
me,
I want
it's
to
like
have it under my belt.
yeah,
But
that's fair. I agree. For me, it's like worse though because like another thing that like keeps like getting into my brain once in a while as I'm reading is like she's still a good writer. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
mm,
Yeah,
even throughout like the horror like the really unlikable and unsatisfying things that are happening, she's presenting it in like a really good way. And so to me
mm,
it's like it's a lot more disappointing than just like one of those books from like some no-name artist that like I probably like a TikTok but like just like some like fluff book that like it's
yeah,
more disappointing because like I just I know she's capable of so much better than this to me and I
yeah,
don't get it. I don't know what I'm missing. It makes me feel crazy because I'm feeling like it's like my fault because I'm like I know you're a good writer.
yeah.
Everyone on Goodreads says you're a good writer. Why like what am I not hearing? What am I missing? I don't know. But yeah,
'Cause
that makes it worse.
We didn't feel this way when we read Babel, right? Like
No
I remember
way.
that being
I did.
good. You
We
did?
were digging that all the
I
way
did.
through.
Remember?
Didn't
I was
that
just
end up
like,
being a five
fuck.
star all across?
No, I think I
It
almost.
came to me in the end. That's why it was like a slow burn for me. But I felt the
Yeah.
same way. I was like, what the
Hmm.
fuck in the beginning?
So maybe this is just a really long babble. Maybe we haven't gotten to the part where it starts making sense.
Yeah,
That's what
maybe
I'm
we need to
hoping.
pick up.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't care if it's a long battle. She lost the war with Ren. Ren, gum on the bottom of my shoe.
It's funny
Yeah.
because this has like 4.4. The rating of it is like 4.4 on Goodreads. I think it's even
I think it's a little
higher
higher
than
than
the
the
first
first
book.
book. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it.
So,
Yeah.
You know what I
hmm.
also hate? I hate how, and I'm trying to think of what had happened. There was a scene in the book where Ren rubbed it in their face. When she's like, "Look, you killed people too. You're fucking mass murderers. I'll be the bad one." You
Yeah.
know what? You're right. Ren is just like a fucking like bitch ass teenage girl.
Right.
You're right.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, have those lenses on and like it does. I don't know. Like I said, to me,
Wow.
it becomes more disappointing because I start like getting disappointed at like everything. But I'm a little more forgiving about how Rin's feeling or acting because she's just acting like a petulant child.
Yeah.
God, I just
But
want them to beat her up. And it's like she likes it when she gets beat up.
I actually really appreciated when Najah's dad, I can't remember, like pimp slapped her to like just when she was like when she was basically high out of her mind.
Yeah.
I've literally done that to someone. I've literally slapped someone on drugs to like to bring them back into focus and like I I I guess I should have said that. The other thing that's like fairly realistic to me about this book, and again, not something that I want to be reading in my good fantasy book because I want escapism, is just the drug abuse,
Her fucking addiction.
the addiction, the reasons for the addiction. That it's not like
Yeah.
it's almost never about the drug itself. It's about whatever that person's escaping from. Like it's just all of that
Oh,
is very truthful and realistic to how things happen in real life. It's just I don't I could go to New Mexico and talk to my cousins if I want to talk to a drug addict.
yeah.
I don't want it in my poppy war. I don't
It's
want it
happening.
in my fantasy book. Like it has no business being here.
Side note, I really like Nezha's dad though. I think he
I
has
did
Yeah.
his
too.
head screwed on right. So yeah, I like
Yeah,
him.
yes, but at the same time, I'm like sus. I'm like sus about him, and
Yes.
I'm sus
Yes.
about Najah because
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess although there could be a good explanation in his brother, but like in my mind, like him being such a dick when he was in school, like where did he get that from? Do you know what I mean? Like
Mm, yeah.
usually that's
and
like the
like, how is he
product
so
of a
fucking
bad
sweet
of like
now?
yeah. It's usually the product of like a bad parent, but then you like meet his
Oh
dad and
my
he's like
god.
the coolest guy ever. And I was
Yeah.
like, and so in my mind, I'm like my sus mind is that they're all like faking and they're bad, but it could just be that his brother is a really huge dick, and that's
Yeah.
what made and he was trying to emulate his brother when he was going to school. That could explain all of it. So I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not even trying to pin Nezha down because like I can't understand his character at all. We had three
Well, right,
different Nezhas
yeah.
this entire series so far. He's gonna die again and he's gonna come
What I
back.
what I will say is if we get to the end of this whole damn series and we don't understand why he's immortal, I'm gonna be so mad. Like if it's truly just like he's lucky, that's like stupid to me. Like there's gotta be some weird mystical reason why he's not dying. And if it's not that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so disappointed and like so pissed.
Honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly.
Un-
Sorry.
Uh,
I was making fun of you. I was singing a song. I wasn't me mimicking you, you know.
It's okay, Julia. We know you had
Honestly,
a bad
I
day.
just want to be honest.
mm,
I'm sorry. I swear to God, I'm gonna have to send you guys a song now because I sounded like so making fun of you.
sure.
I was.
Song. Just
I'm serious. I'm not. Okay, I'm
raging
gonna
out on us now. Okay, bye YouTube. We love you.
buy YouTube.